I asked my unconscious mind to now finish this before the sun goes down, realizing that I will continue to talk even if bugs are landing in my face so I can finish the sales video now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to step into my power, remembering all the successful sales videos I've ever made, hearing the dogs barking in the background and being excited and happy about it as the bugs are singing, and I'm going to go into a sales trance now. And I step into that, and now let's make the video. So I'm going to erase this, all right? Because my unconscious mind is going to take all these concepts and principles in a better way than I could have ever even imagined. And this is going to transform every single person that ever watches this video, in addition to selling and making everyone a lot of money. And that's the amazing thing about selling, is that not only does it help people, but it helps myself and it helps my own communication abilities and power. And now I know exactly what I'm going to do. My suggestion is you guys always set intentions before you make a video. The intention is actually more important than the planning, because it's your unconscious mind that's going to direct you in the way that you need to direct. The reason why people sometimes don't succeed, even when it seems like they're doing everything that they should, is because they're not tapping into their unconscious resources. They're too in their head. You can't do all the behaviors that you need to do consciously. You can't control your blood rate consciously. The pace of your voice fluctuates all the time and is controlled by your unconscious mind. So it's important stuff. Good to see you guys. Of course, this is Dave Wood, and I'm outside my house in Costa Rica. I have a special video for you today, because I'm going to make you a video about how to make videos successfully. I'm actually going to walk you through a transformation as you do. In fact, as you're watching this video, I'm going to install hypnotically several behaviors in you for your own interest, realizing that I actually can't hypnotize you. You can only hypnotize yourself. I can't put you into a trance. You can only go into a trance by yourself. By now, being an Empower Network, you probably realize that I'm really good at selling stuff. And so let me just tell you real quick why you should watch this video. I'm excited because we got Steele here. He's our video guy, and cameras everywhere this time, so it'll be all sorts of angles and up closeness, and probably a bug will land in my face. So I want to talk to you about why you should watch this. I have done about $60 million in sales in the last year and a half. 60 million, okay? Let me just write that down. 60 million. Okay? In this video, I'm going to show you how to make $30,000 a month blogging, and I'm going to show you how to do it through video marketing. I am offering a product, and I want you to buy it. Okay? I want you to buy the product. The product is video hosting, and I want to make sure you pull out your credit card and buy it. But I'm going to talk about why as we go through. More importantly, is I'm actually going to install some new behaviors in you. I'm going to install the right attitudes that you need to succeed with your videos. I'm going to show you a formula that not only can you use, but your team can use if you're an affiliate here at Empower, and if you're in another company or if you're doing something else, your team can use it there, that will dramatically alter everything in your business and your life. And then we're going to walk you through the process of doing that in about 60 minutes or so. So I want you to pay attention, focus. If somebody else is in the room, look, get in a room where you've got some privacy, because at the end of this video, I'm actually going to walk you through a hypnotic trance. And I want you to realize that I'm not going to, tell you to buy in the trance. I'm going to do it to help you transform on the inside and help you tap into your own unconscious resources. And I'm actually going to walk you through a trance induction with me, because that is the place where you can most affect your unconscious outcomes, is by going into a deep trance state. Okay? So if somebody else is here, pause the video, go shut the door, make sure you've got some privacy, and I want you to watch this now all the way through. Here's the second thing that I'm going to do, and the reason why you want to watch this video is because I'm going to offer a bonus in this video that I actually think, Steele, what do you think that's worth? What? Millions of dollars. I actually paint out the process of how I plan videos. Okay, so I actually just planned this sales process. It took about 25 minutes, and I walk you through the exact process that I've used to plan every sales video that Empower Network has done, and this is the most successful marketing company that exists on the face of the earth. I don't know if you guys realize that, and I have that. I think that could be sold for $10,000, and you're going to be able to get it for free, actually, as a bonus for taking action and deciding to buy. Okay, so that's why you need to watch the video. Okay. Now, first of all, I want you to start paying attention to some things as we're talking, because I need to walk you through a little bit of a process here. I want you to notice the things that are going on in the environment around me. I want you to notice, as you're watching this video, how the light's going to change because the sunset is going down right now, and how my face might get brighter or might not get so bright. I want you to pay attention as you're doing that to the feelings in your body. I want you to become aware of what's going on at the bottom of your feet. And I want you to listen to the sound of my voice and notice how, through this video, my inflection will change. And isn't it interesting how watching this video, in the short time that you've been watching it, your breathing has already changed and you've already gone into a slight altered state. Because in this video, one of the things that I'm going to do and teach you how to do as well is I'm going to teach you how to tap into your own unconscious resources. I'm going to show you how your unconscious can do things that you've never imagined you could do. I'm going to show you how, by learning to go into a trance, you can absolutely alter every outcome in your life. And I'm going to challenge you to take action today and take action now. And I'm going to challenge you to transform your own personal destiny and give you the tools and the resources to do it. And I'm going to show you a formula that you can use to get to $30,000 a month in income. As a disclaimer, that is not a promise that you're going to get to $30,000 a month. We publish average earnings, and this also isn't directed entirely at affiliates. It's directed at the customers, those of you who are in Empower Network who just want to blog, who just want to make videos, who want a reliable service to put your launch videos on if you're in another company, something that's got uptime all the time, something that's easy to use, something that you can do and you can take today and transform your own business and life. So I'm going to talk to both of you today, realizing now that this is probably a video that should be sold, and the video itself that you're about to experience, you're watching for free, just a customer of Empower Network, and you have an opportunity today to get a discount if you decide to buy. And I want you to realize that as you listen to the sound of my voice, and also realize that your breathing has changed again. Maybe your blink rate has changed. Maybe you're suddenly aware of things you weren't aware of just a minute ago. And you're going to continue to go through that process as I'm leading through to the end of the video, where I'm going to actually do a hypnotic induction with you to help you succeed and to help you get the results that you want in your life today. Okay? Is that fair? That's why you should watch it. First of all, why videos? Let me talk about video here for a second. I'm going to have actually Steele really quickly just insert a little clip as I'm talking of people surrounding me like I'm a famous person, like I'm like a prophet, or they're surrounding me like this happens at events all the time where I'm standing there and the other leaders and other marketers are blown away by it. I see the looks that they actually give me when because they're looking at me like, you know, that guy is like, these people like walk, you know, they're surrounding him like he's God or something. You know what I mean? You're seeing that as you're watching the video and noticing that. I am unbelievably famous with people. My wife saw it actually for the first time and she was like, oh gosh, I got to be a marketer. You're so famous, it's unbelievable, right? How did I create that kind of fame? First experience that I had where I felt a little bit famous in marketing, and it's cool fame, you know, because I can get on the airplane and I can travel somewhere and nobody knows who I am, but then I go to an event and it's like I'm famous, but I'm only famous for those 3 days and I don't have to have, you know, SWAT teams around me to protect me from the people taking the photos, right? It really is actually amazing the kind of fame that I have. Now, how did I do that? First experience I had, going back a couple of years ago, I showed up at an event and people just surrounded me with tape recorders. It was the first event I'd ever been through. And I was like, why are they doing this? But then somebody came up to me and they started talking to me like I've known them for years. I mean, they were talking to me like they're my grandma or my mom, or they've seen me since I was a child. And they're like, oh, how's you and your wife doing? And in my mind, I was saying to myself, when did I meet this person? And then it occurred to me that this person felt like they were my friend. They felt like they've known me for years. They felt like they could just trust me. They felt connected to me. The kind of connection that you get with somebody when you sit down for lunch with them. They felt like they were connected to me unconsciously. Now, why'd they feel like that? Because they had watched every video that I had put on the internet. They'd heard all my stories. They'd seen my face every day. They had gone into a trance watching my videos before I even really understood what I was doing. Now I know, right? And you can do that today. And you know, the thing is I realized that and I said, I'm onto something here. I'm onto something here. Because I'm creating the kind of relationships that old schoolers say you need to build a business with people. And I don't have to meet them. Steele, how many phone calls have I gotten today? None. No phone calls, right? And I never get any. And I've got a team of over 126,000 people. It'll probably be a lot more by the time you see this video, because we're just going to leave it here for years. I did this through video. Millions of people know who I am in the direct sales industry. I'm one of the most influential people right now in the world. I am. Dave Sharp too. You can be too, and I'm going to teach you how to do it through video. So I want you to pay attention and focus. Don't take notes. You don't need notes. This is hypnosis, okay? This is going into a trance. Your unconscious mind is going to do this for you. You can just relax. And I want you to relax, realizing that you always learn better when you relax, realizing that you always learn better when you decide to focus intensely, realizing that your state has already changed and shifted, and that you're going to learn something special today, and you're going to walk through a transformation that I'm actually going to help you tap into your power now. And I want you to do that. So let me grab some water and we'll get right into it. All right? So what am I selling? Well, I'm selling video hosting. Okay? And there's going to be a button right below this video. I don't want you to wait for it. I just want you to watch the whole video, and you can actually hit that button. It'll open up in a new video, new window. So, you know, if you could make sure Casey does that, because I want people to experience this entire process. And I want you to buy the video hosting today. And I want you to start making a video every single day. And I'm going to challenge you to do it for 90 days with a specific income challenge that I want you to do. And I want you to do it every day, 7 days a week. And you say, Dave, I don't work on Sundays. Then make a video about Jesus on Sundays if you're religious person, because doesn't the world need to hear about him, right? So make a video about God, or make a video about your spiritual beliefs. I also want to encourage you to not get hung up on technology. This is easy to use. You don't have to transcode your videos into some special format. You don't need a lot of equipment. If you have a smartphone, you have a video machine that is better than $10,000 cameras were 20 years ago, right? And the camera guy who's holding the camera now, he knows that. Go back and look at a movie from 1982, and then look at the videos that come out in your smartphone. The videos in your smartphone are significantly better, okay, than the old movie equipment people. So realize that you've got this. I want you to just make a video, don't edit, and I want you to put it up on the internet, and then I want you to do that every single day, and I want you to do it for 90 days straight. Okay, you got it 90 days straight, and I'm going to teach you why, and I'm going to teach you the formula for doing it. I'm also going to teach you why you want to buy it, and I want to teach you why you want to get your teams to buy it for specific income stuff here if you're an affiliate of Empower Network. However, if you're not an affiliate, if you're just blogging here, I'm also going to show you why you should buy it today, okay? In that process, I'm going to show you how to put together compelling videos. I'm going to teach you what to say in the videos. I'm going to teach you how to have the right energy in the videos, and if you buy it today, I'm going to give you a bonus that, in my opinion, is literally worth over $1 million, because in the last year, I did about $60 million in sales following the process that I walk through with you live, planning the sales video that I'm making now. And when you go back and you watch that planning session, which you can only get if you decide to buy, by the way, it's only $1 a trial for the first 15 days, and 25 bucks a month for videos here. Guys, if you decide to buy, and you decide to watch that now, and you watch that process, you are going to see the exact process that I used to construct this sales message, and I literally only did it 30 minutes ago. It took me 25 minutes. That video, I believe, is worth over $1 million. And if you listen to it and do what I teach there, and some of you are going to think it's a little bit weird, right? Steele might have thought it was weird, but I'm telling you something, if you watch that and you do it, it will change everything in your life. And I'm going to walk you through that transformation now. All right. So first of all, why videos? Number one, okay, people will feel like they, check this out, know, I got to use a different marker, like, and trust you. Know, like, and trust you. You do not need to meet somebody in person if you pop on a camera, because people will feel like they're sitting down for you at coffee, and they'll feel like they're knowing you. Today, people come up to me and they know me in their unconscious mind. Your unconscious mind feels like I'm a friend if you've watched a lot of my videos, and this is true for everybody who makes a lot of videos today, okay? People will feel like they know, like, and trust you. They won't even know why. Number two reason why you should do videos, and I'm just going to start listing off tons of stuff. You should make videos because if you make videos, you will turn into one of the most powerful communicators on earth. In fact, I'm going to give you a strategy in this video where your speaking ability, your ability to communicate, will radically transform in 90 days. That's why I'm going to do a 90-day challenge. Your speaking abilities. Now, why is this going to improve your speaking and your communication abilities? You know, we do events, and at our events we have speakers, and most of our speakers who speak at our events have never spoken to a big crowd, and they're all marvelous at speaking when they get to the events. And people sometimes look at them and say, man, you must have been speaking for years. They're better than most professional speakers, and they've never stood in front of a crowd, right? How did they do that? They do that because when you learn to communicate now, and you speak confidently in front of a camera, it's actually more difficult to speak confidently in front of a camera than it is to speak in front of a crowd of 100,000 people. Because there's no reactions in the video. It's an object that's sitting there. With a crowd, you can get them to laugh and things. You got to laugh at your own jokes in the videos, right? It's more difficult to learn how to make videos than it is to public speak, okay? And some of you guys are going to be nervous when you did it, and I was nervous. My first video online is so awful, it's unbelievable. It's a video that I did, I think I mentioned Amway in the video or something like this. I was so embarrassed, making a video. I turned the camera on and I sat there like 500 times. I didn't have a cell phone at the time. I do have a smartphone now, but don't ask for the number because I won't give it to you. I do have over 100,000 people in my organization. This isn't mine. This is Steele's phone because I can't find my phone. Because nobody calls me, so I leave it in my backpack and things. I kept, trying to talk, and I couldn't say anything. And then I was trying to talk, and I couldn't say anything, so I said, screw this. I'm just going to do like a parody. And I dressed like an old man and pretended I was getting somebody started in Amway and getting them to make a list of their family and friends. And it is the most retarded thing ever. I left it on the internet. I've left it on the internet. And that video, the first video that I ever made, this is years ago, still gets seen probably 15 times a day. I still get leads from that dumb, stupid video where I dressed like an old man and pretended like I was getting started in Amway. The very first video that I ever made still makes me money today. And so I'm going to talk about how to do that. I'm going to talk about why to do it. I'm going to talk about why you should do it now. Everything that you do is important. Every marketing piece that you put up should stay up. Okay? Unless you find out you did something illegal, in which case I'd encourage you to take it down. All right? But I'd encourage you to leave everything up that you ever do. Why? Because people will see your transformation through time who stay on your list. And as they see you transform and become a more powerful and inspirational communicator, what's going to happen is they're going to be more okay with transforming themselves. Some of you guys have been in my teams for years, and you've seen me go through radical personal transformations. Some of you guys have been on my list when I made my first commission. Some of you guys have been in my team since I joined my very first deal on the internet. Some of you were there the night that I had my first night where I made $12,000 in a night. And then you were like, holy smokes. And some of you were there as I moved to Costa Rica and I caught it on film and I jumped into the ocean and I sponsored 40 people from jumping in the ocean screaming just because I decided to live my dreams, right? Some of you were there. Some of you were there. Some of you saw me go from $10,000 a month to $30,000 a month. And now today, I'm the number 8 earner in all of direct sales. And some of you have seen that entire transformation, and it has been documented through time on video. And anybody could go back today because of the videos that I've made, and they could see how I did it. I still get leads. I still get sales. I still have customers. And I still make money from videos that I made 3.5 years ago. 3.5 years ago. That's cool. Here's the next reason why you should do it. Speaking ability, inspirational communication, documenting your transformation, right? And it doesn't need to be complex. Just pop out a video and start talking about nothing. If you think it's stupid, still put it on the internet because you'll get confident later, and then you can go back and laugh at your old stuff and say, God, I've just transformed. Just transformed when you go back and you look at your old stuff. So I leave it all there. Even stuff that talks about deals that don't even exist anymore, because 3.5 years ago I joined a deal that went out of business, and all my videos about that business are still on the internet and people can still go watch them today. And I still make money from deals that don't exist because people see that, go to my website, and they join the Empower Network. I'm going to encourage you to make a video every day for the next 90 days. I'm going to teach you how. And here's the biggest reason why you should do it. And this is going to get some of you extraordinarily excited. There's a concept called viral sustainability. And I talk about it in the Costa Rica Intensive, and I talk about how to do it. Here's the rule. The more you make videos, and the longer you do it, the bigger the following will get, and the more people will start watching them every day. There's a reason for that that's covered in that $500 product. It's called viral sustainability. Here's what happens. You make a video. I keep running out of this markers. You make a video, okay? You upload it. It might be stupid. It's okay. It might not get seen by very many people. That's okay. Do it anyways. Post it on your blog. And what I want you to do is I want you to email it with your list. Email your list with it. Okay? So make a video, upload, email your list. Now you say, what if I don't have a list? Then what you do is you go on Facebook, you hit the badass button on Empower Network to bypass the Facebook block, and you take the link to your video and you post it on Facebook, and you will start to get people who watch your videos every day, and you'll start to get them from almost the first day that you make a video, and I promise you it will happen. Well, what's going to happen from that? Well, if you make a video, Then you upload the video. Then you email it to your list, right? If you don't have a list, you share it. And I would encourage you to use the sharing strategies that Chris Record goes over in the 15K formula. Okay? Here's what's going to happen. Your list is going to get bigger. Because what's going to happen is your list is going to go watch your video that you made. And when your list watches your video that you made, okay, they're going to comment on it and they're going to share it. So what happens is a lead, one lead, not only do they know, like, and trust you more, okay, they know, like, and trust you better. Not only do they trust you more every single day, not only do they see that you're unbelievably consistent, they're going to comment on your videos. And they're going to leave their thoughts. And they're going to share it, which is how you turn one lead into 3 over time. And not only that, when you see them, they'll say, how are your kids doing? You'll be like the famous man. Everybody in Empower Network at the top is famous. And every single person in Empower Network that sells a lot of stuff does it through video. Okay? They do it through video by following this process that you're going to follow now. So you make a video, you upload it, you email it to your list, you share it, and here's what's going to happen. You are going to start to build a following over time. As the following gets built, your following is going to go back to your video. They're going to share it, which is going to drive more emails into your list from the same list. Your own list will get bigger from your list interacting with your content on the internet. That's the first thing that's going to happen. So the first thing that's going to happen is your list is going to grow and it's going to start to become virally sustained. Okay? Now here's what's going to happen over a long period of time, and trust me, this will happen, is you're going to start to become an unbelievably powerful communicator as you do this. Okay? Why? Because here's the formula for getting great at communication. You need to communicate daily. Sounds easy, doesn't it? You need to do it, right? So here's the formula. You don't learn and then do. You study, do, and you teach simultaneously. I didn't come up with that. First time I think I ever heard it was a guy named Jeff Olson, one of the most famous people in network marketing. Some of you know who he is, some of you don't. He says you study, do, teach simultaneously. This isn't going to medical school. You don't need a degree to operate on people's brains. This is marketing. So what do? Really simple. You listen to an inner circle audio in your car, downtime. It's people's favorite product in Empower Network. Okay? You listen to audio, number 1. Number 2, you read books. Number 3, you go to events. This is going to put the things that you need in your unconscious mind. In your unconscious mind, everything will be there that needs to be there. If you listen to audios, if you read books every single day, and you go to events. Simultaneously, as you're doing that, I want you to make a video every single day teaching people what you learn. Value. Make a video. Here's what's going to happen. As you do this consistently, okay, you're going to start talking like the people that you hear on the audios. It'll be amazing, the stories that will come out of your mouth. All of a sudden you'll be telling a story and realize that the first time you heard that was 4 years ago in a Tony Rush audio, right? You're going to start telling the stories and the metaphors, and you're going to start using communication patterns and language patterns. I talk about that in the prep session. You're going to start doing this stuff automatically even before you're aware of it. And because you're giving value to your list, and because you're communicating them with new information about you every day, they're going to know, like, and trust you more. When they know, like, and trust you more, they're going to buy from you forever. They're going to buy from you forever. They're going to buy stuff from you for the rest of your life. Not just in Empower Network, anything you ever sell, they'll buy. Okay? And you may be a customer and you may be selling something else. And this is a way to do that now. Okay? They're going to like you. They're going to trust you. Right? And here's what's a really interesting phenomenon that's going to happen. You're going to start communicating like the most inspirational communicators in the world, and it will happen like it happened for me. It'll start to occur around video number 50. 50 days from now or so. You might be horrible for 20 days. You might be bad for 30. You'll start to be good in 50. But here's what's going to really happen. By 90, you will transform as a person. You will transform. And it won't just be income. Your transformation will go so much deeper than income. Your transformation will be permanent. You will be one of the most powerful communicators on earth. How's Tracy Walker such a great communicator? She's been making videos daily for years. How am I such a great communicator? I've been making videos every single day for years. Steele can tell you, he's making the camera. Steele, I just planned this just now and then just started talking, and isn't this better than what I planned? How did I do that? I actually show you in the video. So what you do is you study, do, teach simultaneously, listen to audios, read books, attend events, and you make a video daily. I'm encouraged actually video blogging challenge. This is one of the most proven strategies and one of the most successful strategies for building a loyal list that buys stuff. I'm not talking about building a normal list. I'm talking about building a loyal list that knows, likes, and trusts you and buys stuff. I can take the most successful blogs on the internet, and the people that sell the most from their blogs are people who use a lot of video. I can look at Vic Strizhouse. You know, I don't even know if I'm saying his name correctly, right? #1 earner in Empower Network, I can't even say his name. Vic makes a lot of videos. He spoke for the very first time publicly ever at one of our events, and people could not tell that he wasn't a professional speaker. Why? Because he makes videos, he does webinars, he studies, he does, and he teaches simultaneously. And that rewrites his own unconscious processes like you can do now to become a powerful, powerful, powerful person. So here's what I want to do as we go through this video. I'm actually going to install in a little bit a pattern to where every time you see Facebook and every time you see the color blue on Facebook, if you could imagine the color blue on Facebook, maybe it's open in another window, maybe you've closed that. Every time you see the color blue, you're going to reconnect with your purpose and your goals, automatically go into a powerful state, and immediately go into that special space that you have inside where you're in the flow and you're inspirational communicating, and you're going to go into a little bit of a trance whenever you see the color blue on Facebook, and you're going to immediately refocus in on your life's purpose and really why you're here. And I'm going to help you tap into that at the end of this video, and that process by itself. And I want you to trust me that I'm doing this for your benefit. When I install that process in you, it will change everything in your life, and it'll change everything in your life automatically, because when you go into a trance, a deep place inside, you can rewrite your own unconscious outcomes. And I'm not going to install it for you. I'm going to allow your own unconscious mind to come up with the reason why you're here by itself. And every time you see the color blue on Facebook, and even as you dream tonight, you'll dream about this after you see this video, and I'm going to tell you why you're going to dream about it in just a moment. Every time you see that color blue on Facebook, after you watch this video, you're going to reconnect with your purpose inside, and that's going to completely change and rewrite your unconscious outcomes in your life. And I promise you it will be significant and it will be profound, because you're going into a trance even as we're talking, and I haven't even started a formal induction yet, okay? Hypnosis, right? So let's go back into this here, okay? 90 days, here's the plan. Now this is for affiliates in Empower Network, and if you're in another deal, this is still the same plan, but it might work a little bit differently if you're selling something different, okay? I can only tell you predictable outcomes for Empower Network. Here's the goal. The goal is 90 days from now, I want you, okay, to get to $30,000 a month. At least, if you're at $30,000 a month already, if you're making a lot of money in Empower Network already, you need to buy the video hosting because it's more reliable, it's faster, it's easier to use. We're not going to shut your videos down, okay? You can trust us with your content here. We love marketers. Every video service, including YouTube, including other things that most people don't know, they slap marketers all the time. They take your content down. I've had YouTube people take my content down. We will leave your content up at Empower Network. We ask you, of course, not to put up porn up there and stuff like that, and anything illegal, okay? So do things legal, and because you're gonna have to deal with consequences if you do something illegal, okay? Because it's your business, this is your product, this is your video hosting. You can trust us, and we love you, we love marketers, and we want you to post the videos here. And Empower Network is one of the most highly traffic sites in the world, and if you use it, your team will use it, and in Empower Network, this is going to translate into a lot of income by using our video hosting service and by deciding to get your team and your customers using it. So I'm going to get some water, and then we're going to go into this process. Okay, so what's the formula? Make a video right after you buy the hosting service, number one, okay? Today, during your 14-day trial, I want you to make 14 videos, and I want you to upload them, 14. Every time you see the color blue on Facebook, you're going to reconnect with your purpose, you're going to tap back into your power, and you're going to go into that state where you're succeeding, okay? Now the goal is to get you to $30,000 a month in 90 days, and you're going to do that by making a video and blogging every single day and sharing that video. The great thing about video is it actually takes less time than blogging, so you don't have to really think. You don't have to edit anything, you just upload it. right? You can upload the videos in any format here, and they'll play on every device. They'll play on people's smartphones, they'll play on tablet devices, they'll play on people's computers all over the world, and it works in every country in the world, and it doesn't matter what language you speak, okay? I want you to make a video every single day for the next 19 days, and perhaps you've already clicked the button and have bought now, and perhaps you're buying after the video. And when you decide to buy is not important as long as you buy today, because the price of the video hosting is going to increase. Again, it's $1 for a trial. You can try it out, right? And I want you to upload a video during the trial every day for 14 days, okay? So I want you to try it out, and I want you to get your teams using it, okay? So here's the formula again, okay? You're gonna make a video. Every time you see the color blue on Facebook, you're gonna reconnect with your purpose and why you're here and your outcome and your goals, and turn on the camera and make a video and upload it to our video hosting service today. You're going to share that video, and you're gonna email your list with your video, right? There is a difference between people who email sales videos to their list only all the time and people who give their list value. Let me give you the differences. The difference is Vic Strizhouse and you, right? Now Vic came in Power Network and he earned $710,000, I believe, it might have been $702, this isn't a promise or a guarantee, in about 21 days. Broke a record in direct sales. Nobody's ever done anything like that before in a direct sales company. Since that day, he's averaged about $10,000 a day, right? So I went out and I said, who the heck is this guy? I didn't know who he was when he joined. And then I started watching the way he markets. And this is what I've done for years, and Vic and I really got along. He was the only person outside Dave and I who ever produced numbers like that the first time that he came in. Now, he obviously had a list when he joined. You can't go make $700,000 in 3 weeks without a big list. He had a list when he joined. Here's the difference. Vic gives value to his list and shares stories with his list every day. And you know what? People have been his customers for 5 years, and they love him. They feel like they know him. They feel they can trust him. And the first time he ever met anybody from his list was at our first event, because he had never spoken before. And he didn't speak at our first event. And he had about 300 people at his first event, which was about 4 weeks after he got started, which, by the way, was 5 days before Christmas. Everybody said, you can't sell then. And I went there and people were like, thank you, Vic, you've changed my life. First money I've ever made on the internet was with you. Why? Well, I went back and I watched his videos. He does the same things that I do. That's why I like him so much. Because I watch his videos and I watch, there's bugs flying around now, this is going to get really interesting, right? I watch the way he communicates in his videos. He gives value to his list every day. This is the value in study, do, and teach. You are going to become an expert communicator, but you're also going to become an expert. Now, how do you get paid a lot? You become an expert, right? You're not going to be an expert today, you're not going to be an expert in 90 days. However, you will be amazed at how fast you'll learn things when you make a video every day now, every time seeing the color blue on Facebook, going back into that space where you're tapping into your power, and I'm going to install that in just a minute, okay? Study, do, teach simultaneously. Make a value-based video every single day. Don't spend a lot of time editing it, just upload it. Just trust me, just get it out there. I want you to share that on Facebook, share that with your friends. I want you to email your list, and when you email your list back to your videos, it's going to create a phenomenon called viral sustainability, where over time 1 lead will turn into 3. Because as they comment and as they like, and as they start to share and you start to grow a community, and as you be consistent and they start to like, know, and trust you more, as you challenge yourself and as you learn and grow and you become more powerful, and as you watch the bonus video that you're going to get that I think is actually worth well over $1 million, and it's only a 25-minute video, but I just did it a minute ago to plan this sales processes, and haven't you already decided to buy? I know that you have, because I know how to sell stuff, and I know that you've decided to buy already, right? I show you how I did that. You will become a powerful person. You'll become a transformed person. You'll become one of the most powerful communicators in the entire world. And people will look at you, and the results that you'll start to produce will seem to them to be magical as you now make a video every single day and use our video hosting service now, deciding to take action when you have the right information in front of you. It's easy to use. There's no technical setup for it. You can use it right on the Empower Network domain, because Empower Network is going to be in the top 10 sites online, I promise you. It will surpass WordPress, right? It'll surpass some of the biggest sites in the world. It will surpass Twitter. And you want a following here, even if you're not building a business here. And the best way to do that is by communicating every single day. Study, do, teach simultaneously. And I'll explain why this works. And then, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to tell you to buy it. And then I'm going to do a hypnotic induction. Okay? Once you come out of the hypnotic induction, I'm going to tell you to buy it again. I won't do that when you're in a trance, okay? Is that fair? Okay, so here's why this happens. There's a phenomenon in your brain called a transderivational search. It's a search for information and meaning that you do all the time in the background, whether you're conscious or whether you're unconscious now. Okay? Here's how a transderivational search. You're actually going to dream tonight, a fascinating dream. I'm going to tell you a funny story about that here in a second. But how does a transderivational search work? Transderivational search works like this, and I'm not going to spell it out, I'm just going to tell this story. Works like this, really simple. When I say a purple cow, didn't you just think of a purple cow, right? When I say, can you remember a time when you were a child? What just happened? You just thought of an image of being a child. If you've been blind your entire life, maybe you thought of a feeling of being a child, right? If I say something like, I want you to pay attention to the feelings at the bottom of your feet, your mind just goes to the bottom of your feet, doesn't it? Isn't that fascinating? Did it for you too, Steele, right? I saw it. You just looked at your feet. You can't help it, right? When I say, remember something that you heard was inspirational, your mind searches for meaning, okay? So in other words, words control the direction of your consciousness, okay? And when you hear words and when you listen to audios, your mind starts seeking for things that are like it. That's why it's important to put good things in your head all the time. Because if you are listening to audios every day in Empower, like we've taught you how to do since you got in, if you just got in now, then we're teaching you to do it now, right? Listen to audios every day for the rest of your life. A long time ago, I was in a hotel room with a guy that made $500,000 a month, which then to me was a lot of money, and now that's like my normal life, right? But then it was a lot of money, and I was frustrated, and I walked up to this guy and I said, just tell me, you know, the secret. I'm struggling, you know. And you know what he told me? You know what he told me? I want you to realize something here, okay? One of the most powerful things that ever happened to me. He looked me right in the eye, and he said, David, your mind's messed up because of what you put in your head your whole life. And he says, the way you're going to fix it is you are going to listen to audio every single day from this moment through all time, and you're never, ever, ever going to do anything but listen to audio every day when you're in your car. You're going to turn off the radio, you're going to turn on the inspirational audio. He says, that if you do that, and I promise you it will happen, you will turn into one of the most powerful people in the world within 10 years. That was about 10 years ago. Funny, isn't it? I want you to listen to audio every day. Your mind will start doing transderivational searches to seek for experiences in your own life that match that of success and prosperity in the audios. If you're putting that stuff into your head, your mind does a transderivational search to seek for things that are like it. Okay? If you watch successful things all the time, your mind will do a transderivational search to seek for more success. But also, you're going to start forming questions in your unconscious mind, all right? And here's what's going to happen. As you make a video, now this is the powerful part. As you make your videos every single day, and you got to be talking, you got to be communicating verbally, get your face out there and use our product because we're going to keep your videos safe. They'll play in HD, they'll play on every device, they'll stream all over the world, and there's no bandwidth cap on it. You can have an unbelievable amount of people building your following now, watching your videos. Thousands of people watch my videos every day. Actually, about 50,000 people. We get about 50,000 to 150,000 views a day on our videos. A lot of views, right? We stream, just my videos alone, stream about, I think, 72 terabytes a month. Some of you guys know what that means. It's a lot, right? And I did that just by being consistent. Okay? Here's what happens. Transderivational search. You're going to say something in your video, then your mind's going to start thinking about it. You're going to seek for things that are like it and start asking different questions. And this will all happen in the background processing unconsciously. Because you're communicating and you're studying, doing, and teaching simultaneously, your mind will automatically begin to ask the right questions all the time to put you in the right place, at the right time, in the right moment, hearing the right things, and you'll be amazed at how well it works. But also, as you're communicating and as you're speaking to other people, you're going to be creating representations in their mind. Now, here's the powerful thing about creating representations in people's minds with your words. As you learn to communicate in a way that's compelling, effective, and successful, it's going to create images in your prospects' minds of being compelling, successful, and prosperous person. Okay? You cannot do that without forming those images in your own mind. And it's the background images that are going on the back of the process in your mind that are controlling all your unconscious outcomes. Your unconscious can do that now. So as you're creating these representations for other people, talking about successful, beautiful things, listening to audios, seeking in your mind through the transderivational process for things that are like success and prosperity, you will now transform. Transform. Fair? So go ahead and buy the video hosting service now. This video is worth much more than $1, right? And you're going to get a bonus that I think is worth over $1 million. And you're going to get to $30,000 a month, and here's how you're going to do it. Your goal in the next 90 days is to go from wherever you are now, wherever you are right now, to 30 leads a day, specifically 30 leads a day through video blogging. You're going to do that by making a video every day, by emailing that video to your list, and by sharing those videos on Facebook and Twitter in as many places as you can, using the strategies in the 15K formula. This number is going to change if you're in a different deal. This is for Empower Network people, but your goal is to, in 90 days, be sponsoring 2 people a day, 30 leads a day done through video blogging, which is very significantly different than 30 leads from a solo ad source. Ask anybody who understands traffic, they'll tell you why. Your goal is to do this in 90 days, and you're going to do it by being consistent. I'm going to install the behaviors in you and the attitudes and methodologies at the end of this video, and I want you to accept those instructions because it's going to help you be massively successful. 30 leads a day through blogging will enroll 2 customers a day. And it'll do it at anything. If you're selling something else, you'll enroll 2 customers a day. Okay? Once you're getting 2 customers a day, all the rest of the formula starts filling in the gaps. And your unconscious mind will start to change everything around you today. Got it? That's the formula. Now, I could go for a long time. The rest of the most valuable part of this training is actually going to be as the bonus, right? You get to see me plan out this video, which I just did, I don't know, an hour ago now. It took me 25 minutes. That 25 minutes will transform everything for you when you watch it and you decide to do it now. The only way you can get access to it is by buying the video service today. By deciding to buy. By deciding that you're going to pull out your credit card and you're going to buy it. You got a choice, right? Here's the choice. And then let's go into the induction here, right? And I want you to relax as I go into the induction. Make sure that you're free from distractions. Got to drink some water here, okay? Got to drink some water. Here's what we're going to do, okay? Here's why you should buy. You've got a choice. I want you to imagine there's a fork in the road. Imagine you can go in 2 different directions, right? And over there in this direction, it's just continuing the way that you've been going, right? Which may or may not be working for you. I know the way that I'm continuing to go now is working. And your way can work too. You can go in the direction that you've been going, which will lead to where you've been heading, which you may or may not like and you may or may not want, and it may or may not be producing the results that you want. Or you can make a new decision. And you can walk with me into the future. Walk with me into the future. Standing on stage, standing in front of rooms of thousands of people, confident and powerful, looking out at the world, knowing that you're making a difference. And you can choose to take action now. Pull out your credit card and buy. Go ahead and do that. Give you just a second. You can pause the video if you want, because then I want you to be focused for the next 15 minutes or so. All right, welcome to video hosting. You are going to really like the bonus where I plan this session out. Now, that planning session, by the way, wouldn't work that way if I wasn't studying, doing, and teaching all the time. I have this stuff in my unconscious mind because I make a lot of videos. I study, do, teach simultaneously. I learn something, I teach it to you, okay? I read something, I pop on a camera, and I talk about what I'm reading, okay? I'm doing this, and that's how this process works, but you still need to go through the planning process. It'll change Steele's videos, too. I just taught him how to do what I do, and he's editing our videos. This video will transform because of what he saw me do. It will change everything for you. That there, to me, has been worth about $60 million in sales in the last 1.5 years. And I do it with everything, and I will not make a video or do something without doing what I paint out in that process. That 25 minutes that I just did, that 25 minutes will make me $1 million a month within a couple of years, okay? So, what I want you to do is I want you to sit down, make sure the doors are shut, and I want you to relax. Okay? I want you to relax. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to realize that over the course of the next 15 minutes or so, something interesting is going to happen. And you may notice it and you may not. And it's okay if you do notice it. You may actually be noticing that the pace of your breathing has shifted and changed as you've been watching this video. You may even be noticing the sounds of the crickets in the background, the lights and how it's changed as I've been talking. You may have noticed that the quality and the tone of my voice have changed. And you may even notice something inside now. And I want you to notice that with me now. As you breathe in, and you can only start to blink as fast as you begin to relax and go into a trance. And what I want you to do just for a second is I want you to realize something, that there's only self-hypnosis. I can't hypnotize you. If I give you an instruction, it's you that decides whether or not to listen. You can decide today how deep of a trance you can go into. And you can decide to go into a trance immediately or to take a few minutes to go into a trance now. Because I'm going to help you connect with your purpose. Because there is a place inside in your unconscious now. There's a place inside built just for you, where your purpose resides. And today we're going to tap into your true source of power, which is your unconscious. I want you to look into my eyes for a moment and notice the feelings in your eyes as you relax the muscles around your eyes, allowing your eyes to become heavy as you relax. And when you're ready, and only when you're ready to start going into a trance, feel free to close your eyes and go inside now. Go ahead and close your eyes. And I want you to relax the muscles around your eyes. And what I want you to do for just one moment is pretend with me. Pretend for a moment that your eyes are so relaxed that you try to open them and you can't. And while you're pretending and you know your eyes are so relaxed that they can't open, I want you to give them a test while you're pretending. And notice that your eyes are sealed shut because you're pretending. And what I want you to do is pay attention to all the little muscles around your eyes and relax. And use that as a model. Your unconscious mind can create models and spread them everywhere. And I want you to relax your eyes and move that relaxation like a wave as you breathe out, and move that wave of relaxation all the way through your body as I'm going into a trance with you today. Now open your eyes, look at me. I want you again to look into my eyes and notice the things that are happening around you. Notice how the sound of the crickets has changed. I want you to notice how the feeling in your body has changed. Go ahead and close your eyes again and pretend that they're sealed shut. Pretend that they're so relaxed that you can't open them. Go ahead and close your eyes now again. Move that feeling like a wave, that relaxation all the way through your body. An interesting thing happens in trance. You start to tap into your unconscious resources. In fact, Tony Rush had a problem visualizing. And then he went into a trance and images started forming clearly in his mind. Open your eyes and look at me again. And one more time, allow your vision to start noticing what's going on. Maybe you can even imagine that your vision stretches all the way behind you and you could see 360 degrees. As your eyes grow heavy, go ahead and close your eyes. Relax your eyes so much that they can't open. And something interesting is happening in your body now, and perhaps you notice. I'm closing my eyes with you for the remainder of today. Move that relaxation like a wave through your whole body, moving into the deepest place you can go, relaxing, multiplying your relaxation by 10. Now, just like you can relax your body, you can also relax the mind. And so what we're going to do together for a second is we're going to count from 1 to 5. And as you're counting from 1 to 5, you can go ahead and see the images now, or hear the sounds of counting from 1 to 5. And by the time we get to 5, each number we count will double your relaxation until your mind is so relaxed that by the time we get to 5, we won't be able to say 5 because the numbers will be gone because you're so relaxed. 1, doubling your mental relaxation. Let the numbers go. 2, doubling your mental relaxation, letting the numbers go, letting them fade into the background. 3, doubling your relaxation, let the numbers go. They're gone. Now, just like you can move your mind into a deeper state of relaxation, you can also go into a deeper level of trance. There's 3 levels of trance, and in the deepest place in trance, you can tap into your inside now. Level 1 of trance is the feeling you have in your body now. Noticing your breathing has changed. Noticing your attention has changed. Noticing your voice would change. Noticing your thinking has changed. Now, I want you to go to level 1 of trance. Now, I don't know whether it's your right hand or which hand will be right, or whether it's not the right hand. One of your hands is starting to change the feeling in your hand and become heavy. Relax. Allow your hand to become heavy. Your unconscious mind knows which one to make heavy. Allow that feeling of heaviness to now move you into level 2, where you begin to tap into your unconscious. As your other hand becomes heavy now, and this heaviness spreads through your whole body. And when that heaviness is spread through your whole body, I want you to pretend that you're in such a deep trance that you try to say yes and find that you can't. Relaxed. Notice the change in your energy. I just moved into a deep trance with you. Because in this place inside, your unconscious mind can do new things. It can do wonderful things. Your unconscious mind can actually make your videos with you. Your unconscious mind can guide the words that you speak. Your unconscious mind can take all the resources that you have available in your entire life at any moment, and it can make them available to you now. Speaking inspirationally and confidently. Now I'm going to walk you through something that will change your life. And I'm going to walk there with you. I want you to realize that you're here for a reason. That you have a purpose. You have a goal, but deeper inside you have a purpose. I was in a room with my brother, and he's a hypnotist. And he taught me this. And he said, Dave, what's your goal? And I said, I want to make a bunch of money. He said, when you make a bunch of money, what will that give you that you don't have now? And I stopped inside. I'm asking you the question. Why are you here? Go inside and allow your unconscious mind to give you a symbol. It could be an image, it could be a feeling. Some people see symbols, some people feel them, some people hear words. He asked me the question, I went into that special place inside. And I realized that my purpose is to help you transform. And when I realized that, everything in my life changed in one moment. Allow your unconscious mind to deliver that symbol to you. What are you really here for? That's right. Notice. Now what I want you to do is realize that this purpose can guide you. It can guide your videos. And allow the purpose, as I talk, to become more and more clear. And perhaps your unconscious mind can deliver new beliefs and new values. And it can help rearrange everything in your life to help you step into your power now. Realizing that the next time you see Facebook and you see the color blue and the little F and you see it spelled out, that you're now going to remember your purpose as you see the color blue. As you see the Facebook color blue, you're going to remember your purpose more powerfully each time. And you may even have a special experience tonight as you dream about your purpose. As you dream about the reason you're here. Perhaps you'll remember the dream, and perhaps you won't remember the dream. I walked Lawrence through this process, because 85% of the population will have a dream you suggest them to have if you simply suggest it, and you can tap into your purpose now as you dream. You can have a dream if you choose. Whether you remember the dream or don't remember the dream, it's of no consequence, as your unconscious mind realizes that you have everything that you need inside now to successfully transform today, getting to that goal that you want to get, creating your purpose now. Go into a deeper place inside. I want to allow your purpose to guide everything that you do. Allow your purpose to guide your videos, and I'll actually show you the formula as you're watching the bonus video. For the next 90 days, every time you see the color blue, you'll remember this feeling. Now I'm going to guide you through several things that will be fascinating to you. I want you to remember a time when I say the number 4. When I say the number 4 in just a moment, not now, but in a moment, I want you to remember a time when you felt confident, when confidence was oozing off of you. 4. Step into that body, step into that memory. I'm going to snap my fingers, and when I snap them, you'll step into that memory now. Seeing the sights around you, feeling that feeling of confidence in your body now. Now feeling that feeling of confidence. Now feeling that feeling of confidence. Now when I say the number 5, your mind, your unconscious is going to step into that place inside when you knew that you were doing the right thing, when you knew you were in the flow, at the right place, at the right time. When I say the number 5, you can step into that place, and when I snap my fingers, go ahead, 5, step into that place now when you knew that you're in the right place at the right time. You know you're in the right place at the right time. And what I want you to do when I snap my fingers is step into your body and look through your eyes and feel that feeling of knowing now. Feel that feeling of knowing and capture that feeling, realizing that anytime you want to feel confident and know that you're in the right place at the right time and know that you want to feel good, all you need to do is remember. Now, when I say the number 2, you're going to remember a time when you have felt inspired. Everybody feels inspired at one time or another, and everybody experiences inspiration in different ways. Some people, they see inspiration. Some people, they get a certain feeling in their body, and other people, they hear something inside. 2, step into that place when you were inspired, when you felt totally inspired. Now, when I snap my fingers, you're going to step into your body feeling totally inspired, also capturing the feelings of confidence, also capturing the feelings of power. I'm going to snap my fingers 3 times. First, now feeling inspired. Second, now feeling that confidence, all in one moment. Second, feeling that confidence now. Third, feeling that sense of knowing. Inspiration, confidence, knowing. Now you're looking in front of a camera. Confident, inspiring, knowing, connected to your purpose, seeing the color blue on Facebook, remembering your purpose, feeling confident, power, focus. When I say the number 1, you're going to remember a time when you were totally focused, totally, completely focused. 1, step into that memory now. Notice the things you see. As I snap my fingers, step into that body. Look around you, and I want you to see what you're seeing. I want you to feel that feeling of focus. Now, magnifying that feeling of focus, imagine a dial is in front of you, and you can take these feelings of confidence, of power, of inspiration, of focus, of knowing. Now, imagine a dial in front of you, and as you turn the dial, maybe you can see the dial, maybe you're just feeling it in your hand. It's like a dial volume. And you can take all these feelings. As I snap my fingers, I want you to take that dial and I want you to turn it all the way. Crank it up the feeling now. Crank up the knowing. crank up the power, crank it up, turn that knob, and turn those feelings up as you now are stepping in front of a camera, knowing inspired, powerful. As you step in front of that camera now, as you look at the camera now, as you look in the videos now, remembering your purpose and why you're here, allowing your unconscious to now guide you as you turn it up, turn up the dial of those feelings, allowing your unconscious now to be confident, powerful, inspirational in videos. You may even dream tonight of the color blue on Facebook. Remembering these things, that your unconscious now has the power with me now, as you're seeing the color blue, to remember your purpose. And perhaps it's your unconscious, and perhaps you consciously remember your purpose. And it's okay if you do it consciously, and it's okay if you do it unconsciously. Perhaps you'll see the color blue on Facebook and consciously remember to tap into your purpose, and perhaps your purpose will appear in a form of a symbol or a metaphor in your dream tonight. I told Lawrence Tam to have a dream. He was wearing a bracelet that said, "I'm an all-in badass." He took it off before he went to bed, and he woke up with it on. He had walked across the room in his sleep and put the bracelet back on and dreamt of his purpose. And you can dream of your purpose as you're going to sleep. And your unconscious mind can now rearrange the things that need to be rearranged for your own best interest, to help you reach your dreams and goals, tapping into your purpose, feeling confident, inspired, knowing. As you see that color blue on Facebook, tapping into your purpose now, turning on the camera, realizing that you feel confident and power in front of the camera. Now what I want you to do is I want you to step with me into the future in your mind. What I want you to do is I want you to realize you've always had this purpose. And I want you to look back in time, and I want you to look forward in time. And as you step backward in time, I want you to go back, floating through time, with the new knowledge that you're here for a reason, in the right place at the right time. Knowing that your life is here, and you're in this moment, listening to this video, because you've been guided here by some conscious or unconscious force, call it what you will, and that had anything in your life been different, you wouldn't be who you are today. I realize now, looking back, that I needed my years of failure, because those gave me the stories that create all my success today. And I realized that really I was succeeding during that time, always. Just not in the way that I knew. And your unconscious mind can do even more powerful things than you could imagine with you, and it is now, as you're connected with that purpose, realizing you're in the right place at the right time, feeling confident, feeling power, feeling inspired, seeing the color blue on Facebook, tapping back into your power now, tapping back into your power as you're seeing the color blue on Facebook, seeing a symbol in your mind, knowing what you need to do, standing up, learning, study, do, and teach, simultaneously fulfilling your own self-fulfilling prophecy of success that you've always known you can have as you tap into that purpose, realizing. I was talking to Nicole Cooper, and I saw her go through a transformation. I saw Nicole Cooper go from $8,000 a month to more than $40,000 a month in 90 days at Empower Network. And you know what changed? I asked her, what do you want? She told me her purpose when we got through to her unconscious mind, and she broke down into tears. Another person at the event stepped onto an airplane to go home, and when they sat in the airplane chair, their purpose came over them and they burst into tears, crying. And all of a sudden that purpose guided everything that they did, and everything about their income and their life and their videos and their articles transformed. Justin Berengia came down to my house, and I had several conversations with him. And he transformed literally in one moment, realizing that if he taps into who you really are inside, that everything around you will transform as you're confident, as you're powerful, as your spirit feeling inspired, as you know why you're here. All your goals change. Everything changes. You transform in one moment with me now. As you dream tonight, dreaming of these things, perhaps, because I know most people will have a dream if I suggest them to have it. And you can have a dream tonight, and that's okay, to allow your unconscious mind to now rearrange the things that need to be rearranged, realizing that your entire past was guided by your purpose, and now you know. you're in the right place, right time for where you are in your life. Knowing, confident, powerful in your future. As you step with me into the future, now we're going to count again from 1 to 5. And as I count, I'm gonna count and we're gonna snap my fingers. And when I count to 1, you're gonna step into a certain time in the future and we're gonna walk through this together because I'm doing it with you feeling good. 1. I want you to step into the future 14 days from now, looking back over the last 14, realizing now that you've made a video successfully every single day. I want you to step 14 days into the future now, 1, and realize that you've made it successfully, that you're feeling good, that every video that you've made, you felt confident, you felt powerful, you felt inspired, that your language has already started to transform, that you're already starting to sound like those guys and gals that you're hearing in the audios as you're driving in your car every single day. 2, I want you to step 30 days into the future, realizing that you've now uploaded through your video hosting 30 videos, and you look back over your videos and your communication has already transformed. You're amazed as we now step into that memory in the future now. You're amazed at how confident and how powerful you feel today. Now. 3, stepping 3 months into the future, 90 days into the future, looking back in time, feeling confident, feeling power, feeling inspired, realizing as you're looking at your leads that you're getting 30 leads a day now, just from video blogging on Empower Network blog, that you're getting 30 leads a day now, realizing that you've now signed up 2 people a day for a certain amount of time, as 2 keeps appearing in your dreams, as your thoughts, as you're seeing the color blue on Facebook and remembering the number 2, as you have 2 new messages and 2 new emails and 2 new commission notifications and 2 more team members that know, like, and trust you, and 2 more comments on your blog, as you notice the number 2 now, and it becomes easier and easier and easier for you 90 days, as 90 days go by, looking back, realizing that you've made a video and you've shared it every single day, that you've shared it on Facebook and you've emailed it to your list, as your comments start to grow, as you start to become famous. Now I want you to step out with me into the future 3. Step into a time at one of our events. And I want you to walk into that event and I want you to see the people surrounding you with video cameras, surrounding you now at our event, realizing that it's your team that's surrounding you and they're here because you decided now to make a video every single day, confident in power, and as you're in front of your team, there's people standing all around you. 10s, 30, 40, 50, 20, 22, 74, 22 people, 2 keeps appearing. All around you you're seeing 2 as you get 2 people a day now, and seeing the people around you like an ocean surrounding you, like you're a wise teacher and you have become wise. Stepping into that time in the future now, clarifying that image, feeling confident, feeling inspired, communicating with your confidence, your power, your inspiration like you've been speaking successfully for years. It's amazing how you feel, how everything is silent as you look around the room. Now step forward to an indefinite time in the future, carrying this confidence, this power, this inspiration with you. 4. Stepping on stage, looking in a sea of faces, 15,000 people roaring in the room, feeling good and confident and power, realizing that you've just delivered a message that they were here to get, and you delivered because you decided every time you saw that color blue to remember your purpose and take massive action. Every time you see the color Facebook blue, you decided to remember your purpose and take massive action. Your dreams started to rearrange and 2 started appearing in your dreams as you get 2 people a day now, as you get 2 new customers a day in your business now, as you decide to do that with me today. Stepping into 4, that future, confident, power, feeling inspired, looking out, realizing that they are here for you, dressing like you want to dress. How does it feel? What are the sights around you? Stepping into that memory in the future. Hearing the applause, the thundering of the room, the applause in the room as people are clapping for you now. 5, stepping into the future now. Stepping so far into the future, indefinitely into the future, stepping 5, 10 years, 15, 20 years into the future, standing in front of a room of 150,000 people, baseball stadiums bigger, and there's people everywhere cheering. The cameras are going. They're there for you. They're there for you. They're there for you. And you're confident, you're feeling powerful, you're feeling inspired. And now in this memory, I want you to look back in time, stepping back, looking back towards now from the future. Realizing that everything is the way that it is now because you made this decision today. Realizing you're now living your purpose. Now. And everything in your life rearranged more powerfully to bring you where you are. And as I snap my fingers, that will become clear, and you're going to experience the full power and the emotion of it with me. And I'm going to stop for a minute and allow you to experience that now. 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 Allow that feeling to come over you. Now. Knowing why you're here. And as you see the color blue, knowing why you're here. As you see the Facebook color blue, knowing why you're here. As you remember all the successful experiences in your life, as your mind does a transderivational search for meaning to show you why you're so successful and happy, as you now are in your purpose, now clarifying that feeling, knowing you can take these feelings with you at all times looking back because of the decision that you made today. And the things that you decided to do. And the actions you decided to take. Now I want you to be in that future. And there may be a learning here from your unconscious. Taking these learnings, you may dream of them tonight as you dream, as you do have a dream tonight, as you dream maybe of sights, of sounds, of feelings, of symbols, rearranging things in your life to help you live your purpose today. As you see the color blue, remembering that purpose now, feeling confident, inspired, turning on the camera, stepping in front of that camera, realizing there's already 150,000 people that are there for you as you're feeling good today. Now, I'm going to count once more, taking these learnings with you to 3. And when we get to 3, we're going to be fully in the moment, eyes open, and we will now step into the future together. 1, taking these feelings from the future and bringing them back till now, taking the confidence from the future and bringing it back into this moment, in your body now, sitting in the chair you're sitting in, being where you're at, breathing the way that you're breathing, noticing the things around you, now taking those feelings into now. 2, allowing those feelings, allowing that purpose to rearrange anything that needs to be arranged at your unconscious, because your unconscious can do amazing things. It can guide everything in your life the exact way that you want it to be. 2, now realizing your unconscious resources are rearranging and then continue to rearrange, and you continue to have a transformation as you go through the day, as you start to wake up. 3, opening your eyes, feeling fully aware, fully alert, fully in the moment now, fully with me, excited for your transformation, your personal transformation, because you now, my friend, are living a life of purpose. And as you start to notice, whether it's your conscious or your unconscious, as you are opening your eyes and fully with me, fully aware with me now, as you're noticing the Facebook color blue, realizing something powerful, and what it is that you're realizing is that you are here for a reason. And you can allow that reason now as you continue to transform to guide every action you decide to take. Now that we're no longer in a deep trance, time to pull out your credit card and buy. Final call to action. This video, to me, knowing what I know, is a transformation for you. You've already transformed. And whether or not you're consciously or unconsciously aware of the transformation is okay. Sometimes people leave these exercises and they don't remember their purpose as clearly as they'd like to. And a lady, she gets in the airplane, she sits down, she just bursts into tears. She has a symbol form in her mind. And you'll continue to connect with your purpose as you continue to transform, as you continue to study, do, and teach simultaneously, as you decide to set the example for your team and use the services that you want them to use, and use the video hosting now, realizing that I've become a powerful communicator and you can be where I am today, and I'm going to continue to get better. Aren't I better today than I was before, right? Realizing now that you can take these feelings into the future and feel confident, inspired at any time you see the color blue, anytime you remember that color Facebook, anytime Facebook appears, or maybe you hear the word Facebook, maybe you'll even dream of the color blue as you continue to see the number 2 appear all around you as you start to get 2 customers a day in your business. And perhaps you'll realize, looking back to now, that happened because you made a decision today that in 90 days you are going to, no matter what, see those leads come in, seeing those leads come in, seeing those sales come in because you made a new decision, you formed new beliefs, and you stepped into a more beautiful future. Amazing things will happen. Amazing things can happen in hypnosis, because you notice how I didn't tell you what your purpose is. Your unconscious mind can deliver your purpose. I'm not your unconscious mind. I can't guide you the way your unconscious can guide you. I can't guide you to the strategies and techniques your unconscious can guide you to now. Only your unconscious mind can do that. And as you do that, and as you step into those feelings and you step into that unconscious power, you can realize now that by making those new decisions and allowing yourself to be guided in the way that you want to be guided will change everything for you. Everything in your life has now changed, hasn't it? So go ahead and pull out your credit card and buy, and watch how I planned this. It will transform you, and I'm telling you, if you don't spend $1 for that, you know, there's not really a lot I can tell you other than just pull out your credit card and start the trial. 14 days from now, looking back, realizing that you've made a video every single day, and realizing how radically your thinking has transformed when you go onto Facebook, realizing that seeing the color blue now brings a feeling, consciously or unconsciously, of tapping into your purpose and being refocused on your goals. Isn't that an amazing way to use Facebook, right? Of course. Why am I doing that? Because I know that you're going to see the color blue on Facebook, and it's something that everybody here has experienced and will continue to experience as you see the color blue and remember your purpose today, pulling out your credit card and deciding to buy now. Welcome to the video hosting. I hope you got a lot of value out of this video. I love you. My purpose is to help you transform, and as you continue to transform and I continue to transform with you, we'll watch in awe as the future unfolds in new and beautiful ways. Thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. And I'll see you on the beaches of the world. And I'll see you in all the crazy videos that I make with you, doing this with you now, because now I've also installed these suggestions on myself, and I will remember my purpose every time I see the color blue on Facebook, because to bring you into a trance, I have to go into a trance too. Appreciate you.